save more. Just one of many ways TD Insurance helps you save. It's how we're making insurance more human.
Platinum, the possibilities you imagine can become the moments you experience. It's the table you'll talk about for months. Just looking turns into just booked. And you can feel the rush as you're living that bucket list moment. For a life like no other, you need a card like no other. There's nothing like Amex.
If you're looking for the future of football, it's going to be me. Capaz que no sabes quién soy todavía. Pero pronto lo vas a saber.
Aw, that's cute. I'm going to be so big. I won't even be able to walk down the street.
The future is already here. Next starts now.
Philadelphia will be the scene later on today when France, who has looked unbelievable so far in this tournament, came as advertised, take on Paraguay. 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Pacific time. A reminder, the winner of this match plays the winner of that one in the quarterfinals in Boston on July 9th. So we dream of the possibility of a Canada
Tricking. Yes, sipping. No fouls. Yes, foul. No frills. Yes, savings.
Decisions come in 2 flavors. Smart and the kind you pretend you never made. Introducing investing with GoSmart. Smart. Introducing your girlfriend's dad to your hidden talent. Not smart. Opening your GoSmart account to start trading in minutes. Smart. Making it rain with $10. Not smart. Commission-free trading. Smart. Getting a tattoo without checking the spine. It's not smart. Smart. Start investing in minutes with as little as $10 with GoSmart. New from RBC Direct Investing.
Alfonso Davies
players amongst the substitutes warming up here as half-time comes to a close in Houston. Davies played 15 minutes in LA a week ago. Now the question is what time Jesse Marsch will decide to bring him into this one today. It is 0-0 at the moment as we get set for the second half here. A game in which Canada came into as the underdog. Jesse Marsch said he tried to build up that role this week to pile some pressure on Morocco. Still waiting for Morocco to make their way back out of the locker room. Canada never having beaten Morocco in 4 previous meetings at senior level. But shout out to Carlo Carzin, former Canadian international, who sent me a message earlier today saying maybe this side can do what his team did in 1989, where against all the odds they beat Morocco to win the Francophone Games. They weren't expected to win. They went for a week, they stayed for a month. They did so well in that tournament. Lyndon Hooper scored, Rick Jaskins with a couple, and Kevin Holness with one as well. They won by 4-1. Well, maybe this Canadian side can channel the energy of that Francophone Games side all the way back in 1989. Just some names there of some people who have given so much to the game in this country, and it's very difficult to watch a game like this in a moment like this and not think of all those players that came before this team, all those people that have helped build the sport in the country. 45 minutes potentially standing between Canada and a World Cup quarter-final against France. They have been on top, but they need the goal. And will Morocco come back out as a different side?
They probably will. You have to expect that. They're way better than what they showed that first half. And you said that, look, Canada were the underdog coming in. Didn't play like the underdog. Played like the 6th best team in the world. And were dominant. Maybe didn't get enough chances. Didn't create enough chances. That probably would be a criticism. But the way that they dominated a side as good as Morocco was very, very impressive. They have to take that on in the second half, and they have to channel all the players that came before them. This is the greatest of stages, and they're out there and they're right in the game, and you would feel that their confidence is as high as ever looked.
There are no changes from either side at this point.
A bit surprised about that from Morocco. Really am. I thought Mohamed Ouabi might have went to his bench. His side looked tired. As I said, played at altitude in a grueling game, a very tight physical match against the Netherlands for 120 minutes. And no changes as a shot. I think if they start this half sluggish again, there'll be changes very soon for them.
Morocco qualifying for 3 successive World Cups for the first time. And they get things underway. Rahimi up top, replacing Saibari, who went off injured during that first half. But apart from that, it is the same 11s that started this game for both sides, as Diop plays the ball forward and Fougerolles is underneath it in the battle there with Hakimi. Hoisted high by Bombito. Diop once again. He was the hero late. Don't forget, Morocco were almost out against the Netherlands before Diop's stoppage time goal tied things up. Then they went to extra time and penalties as well, and we talked on that night when we were hosting at Jackpool Plaza about the fact that it's pretty much the perfect outcome. A grueling game at altitude, went all the way to extra time and penalties, and Canada would need to take advantage of that today. So far their performance has. Johnston up against Alcanos. Forward it goes. And Buchanan. To the right for Hakimi. Wasn't particularly impactful during the first half, Ashraf Hakimi. Now he's battling with Richie Larea again. It was quite a moment seeing Larea and Hakimi and Michael Oliver involved in a little bit of a first half. Bossed up.
Yeah, it was after Hakimi's push because of his frustrations. He's not been involved, you're right, Luke. Didn't get enough ball to him and didn't look like his energetic self. Stayed a lot to this right-hand side. Second half, his instructions will be to get forward more, to go and find the ball, and maybe even to be higher and cross the pitch, as we've seen in this tournament, playing almost like a number 10 at times.
Johnston with the pressure on once more as they go back here towards Mazraoui. Left back didn't have the best of first halves for Morocco. was his second season at Manchester United as they finished third. Was in the team of the tournament at the AFCON earlier this year, started all 7 games. And back here, and it's picked up by Tariolo O'Shea. Couldn't quite find David. Now it's back towards O'Shea. It's back behind for a corner off Issa Diop.
Good football. Too sure what Stackel's chatting to Michael Oliver about. Well, O'Shea did ever so well. Ahmed being pulled back. O'Shea's right onto it. Tries a little give and go. Tries to get it back to David, but can't quite get it through. But it is a corner on this near side. The Stackel, these in-swinging deliveries have been particularly effective. Most Canadian players starting towards the back of the goal. We see the movement here.
Lots of movement inside the area as Buchanan came all the way across the box to go short there for Eustachio. Back out here for Ali Ahmed. Here's Richard Array. He's got Segura in space to the right of the box up against Mazraoui. The ball in. Defuzio gets a touch to it. It was never going to trouble Bono.
No, I don't think that was the plan, to go so many times across the field, and Segura did the right thing to put it in the box, because it's a very difficult situation for him.
Brahim Diaz down the line, and Sofiane Rahimi will chase. And Defuzio with a challenge, and that will be a yellow for Luke Defuzio.
Yeah, kind of no complaints. Nice feed from Rahimi. Defuzio comes sliding in, doesn't get anywhere near the football. No doubt. A free kick and a yellow card, and more direct from Morocco to get it down the side, playing forward a little bit quicker, catching Canada out of position a touch.
So Hakimi stands over this free kick in the opening 5 minutes of the second half. Halal and Diop both forward from the back. And Hakimi plays it to the edge of the box. This chance!
Hakimi's going to rub this into the 6-yard box, but he just cuts one back to Nahi. He hits him with pace, and Canada on their heels. And then Nahi just sweeps a lovely right foot strike into the bottom corner. That's magnificent. Beyond all the bodies, nobody can get a touch on it. There's David trying to intercept it, and he's tucked it a little bit far, and the dummy from Brahimi through the legs just allows it to run. Knows that his teammate and he's struck that really well to pull through the bodies, can't get down to it. Send them out before he's there. And unfortunate start to the second half for Canada. Morocco have certainly come out of the blocks a little bit sharper. But that goal comes opposite the run of play. Canada now have an uphill task to climb.
Unahi's 10th international goal. The man who plays in Spain with Girona last scored in a friendly win against Mozambique in November. It's his second World Cup. It's his first World Cup goal in his 12th career World Cup appearance. And Canada must now fight back, as they did in the opening game of this tournament against Bosnia and Herzegovina in Toronto when they went a goal down. Came back to tie that game. They went behind by 2 goals against Switzerland in the final group game, only to finish with a flourish there and had that promised David goal that made it 2-1. They had chances after that as well. Can they keep playing their game here? Defuzio. Now Johnston. Tajon Buchanan inside here for Jonathan David, who drives forward. He's done really well here, Jonathan David. In the end, couldn't quite get through. The Reyes header Brahim Diaz tries to turn. Eustachio looking to get a foot in, and down the right side comes Ashraf Hakimi, and Morocco racing forward here. It's Hakimi. Ali Ahmed trying to get back. And Ali Ahmed sliding in on Hakimi, and the referee allows play to continue. Hakimi to the free kick. Brilliant from Ahmed. Great tracking back. And Larea just runs it out of play.
I think the pace of the game's just went up about 100 miles an hour. Completely changed after that goal. Canada responding to Morocco's first goal. Unahi came here, wants to foul. He drove that all the way down the right hand side, about 70 yards, and Ali Ahmed stuck with him every step of the way.
Morocco scoring with just their second shot of the match. Both shots they've had have been on target. And free kick here, it's offside. The goal coming from the free kick given away by de Fougerolles.
Yeah, it's too easy for them to get down that side. The Fougerolles, we know, we've said it many times, he commits to everything, commits to that one, gets it wrong for sure.
Morocco playing with a new sense of freedom, you can see it.
Freedom and pace, look, they've just went up a few notches with their football. Canada have to match them, no other choice. Find that extra gear.
Hakimi down the right, his 15th World Cup appearance. That's a new record for an African player. Hakimi's third World Cup as he goes across the back there. Played up by Ainaoui. The Roma man, Mazraoui, goes backwards towards Halal. Pressure coming from Jonathan David as Bono keeps it moving. Issa Diop's ball away. Brahim Diaz tries to help it on. It's run back here by Richard Herrera. Down the left side for Tyrone O'Shea. O'Shea pulls it back.
Good from Buhari. Knows exactly where that ball's going, picks up that position in the penalty spot, now the counter-attack.
Brahim Diaz is away here, slides it through for Rahimi. Rahimi's ball in, off goes Bombito out of play. For a corner for Morocco.
End-to-end stuff, games get really stretched now. It's a bit of a danger zone for Canada. Cannot afford to lose second goal here in this match. Can't see them coming back from 2 down against this team. You've got to match the intensity, though there's no point in dropping the pace of this game. They also can be very effective in a stretch match that can go end to end.
Now Morocco taking their time as Hakimi comes across and they get set inside the penalty area. Bit of a pushing match going on in there. Ainaoui involved as it's into the front post, goes off Ali Ahmed, comes back out here towards Hakimi. Hakimi's first time ball in, looping to the back post. Halal is there. And Buchanan chasing across, but that's gone out of play here for a Canada goal kick. 10 minutes gone in the second half. 1-0 the goal. Azzedine Unahi with the goal. Into double figures now for his country, and much for Jesse Marsh to ponder after the way that first half went. Yep, to be hit so quickly after half-time. It was a similar situation against Switzerland with conceding after the break. 2 goals given up quickly by Switzerland against Switzerland in that game at BC Place in the final group game. Morocco catching Canada out there right at the start of the half. Eustachio goes back now for de Fougerolles. Out for a throw. As Jesse Marsh looks for a response from his players. France against Paraguay coming up later today for the right to play the winner of this one. Boston Stadium later in the week. Lorraine. Here's de Fougerolles. Bombito down the right finds Tejon Buchanan. Can he have a run here at Mazraoui? Goes back inside but given away. Bombito first to it, and some of those stray passes that weren't there in the first half from Canada.
It's because of the intensity that Morocco have asked them to play it now. It's just went up. The pace of the games went up. So Canada looked a little bit sloppy the last little bit. They've got to just tighten things up a touch and match Morocco for sure. There's no other choice.
Fougerolles header forward. Segur hooks it, and Halal will get there. We're 3 minutes short of the hour mark. As Jesse Marsh need to go to his bench to change anything here?
No, not yet. I don't think so.
Hakimi racing forward. Larea is fouled by Ashraf Hakimi. Chasing here against Daoud Bouhaddi. It's waiting for a carry the corner on the left.
Excellent pass from Larea in behind Heston. Bouhaddi has been good at the start of the second half. Bouhaddi getting on the ball, young real man, ex-teammate of Jonathan David, but that time being asked to run back against Ali Ahmed. He quite hard the pace and finished them, stopped the cross, but chance for Canada from this corner.
Corner number 7 on the day for Canada. 2 minutes short of the hour mark in Houston. Eustachio's delivery in towards the back post. Fujol heads it back. It goes up Mazraoui. Hooked away there by Halal. Out for a Canada throw on the far side. And Alistair Johnston will go across, I would guess, to take a long one here. Johnston's 63rd cap. Played every minute of all 7 World Cup games for Canada across the last 2 tournaments up until this game. This is Johnston's ball in. Mazraoui heads away. Eustachio back out wide to Johnston on the far side. Eustachio. Segur chasing. Puts the pressure on El-Khanous as it's cleared away. Eustachio, Johnston, Bombito. Another throw for Canada on the far side. And this time Segur takes it quickly and goes short, back towards Moise Bombito. That's the other question about fitness. Moise Bombito, how long will he be able to go today?
Yeah, I think you've got to push him as far as possible.
Johnston's header goes on into the path of Buchanan, who goes down. Nothing given by Michael Allen. The foot is up for offside. It did look offside.
Half a yard, wasn't it? These decisions given in the box there, the kind of contact has to be pretty severe for the referee to give them. Buchanan just goes over too easily, but offside anyway. Mazraoui's got a problem in the far side, you'll see it here. It's tighter than I thought, but I'd say just maybe quarter yard, half a yard offside.
Seems as though there is movement on the Morocco bench.
Might be Amrabat, not too sure.
Nothing yet from Jesse Marsh.
You've got Larin and you've got David, Schafferberg, Liam Miller. There's a few going through some strides. Joe Waterman's there as well. Sounds like Carl Larin's just been given the nod to come into this game, so that'll be coming imminently.
Double change coming for Morocco. Shamsteen Talbi, the 21-year-old from Sunderland, will be coming in. Came in and scored his penalty in the shootout against the Netherlands. What an assist on the Eastern Diop goal.
David could have took that in the half-turn. He's been a little sloppy in possession the last little bit, Jonathan David. He'll be more careful. Key man for Canada, as we know.
And Sofiane Amrabat will also be coming in. He'll provide some steel in the midfield for sure. Segur. Diffuser all across the back, finds Bombito. Tackle by Tani Oluwaseyi. Oluwaseyi still battling, but the referee, Michael Oliver, gives the free kick the way of Bouhaddi. Oluwaseyi not happy with the decision coming there from Michael Oliver. El-Khanous makes way. And Bouhaddi Paddy is also leaving the game.
Amrabat gives you that steal in the middle of the park, that experience. Wadi, very good second half, 15 minutes or so, but as we said with that one, down the left-hand side, well, Ahmed looked a little bit tired. Solo O'Shea for Carl straight swap.
So Tani Oluwase's day done just after the hour mark, and Kyle Larin comes on. Larin with goals against Bosnia and Qatar in the first two games of this tournament. A 94th appearance for his country. Trouble at the other end here as Rahimi tries to get in. Bombito gets back with a challenge. Out it goes towards Talbi. And he was unable to make an impact on his first touch of the game. His man's round.
Might have been offside, but no flag.
Talbi, straight swap on that left side for El Kanous. Gets it back there from Unahi, the scorer of the goal. Rawi's ball into the box to Fougerolles, defends it well, cleared away there only as far as Hakimi. Up to the right now for Brahim Diaz. Pretty quiet day for the Real Madrid man so far, Brahim Diaz, who missed that penalty right at the end of the AFCON final. Chipping it straight into the arms of the keeper. And now it's played forward down the right for Brahim Diaz to race on to. Look to Fougerolles back there defending. Brahim Diaz ball across the edge of the box. Played away by Segura towards halfway.
Did he play the pass so Buchanan was in a good position.
Canada have a numbers advantage here. Ali Ahmed though penalised for the foul on Amrabat. Amrabat, a veteran presence there coming into the midfield. This is number 77 for him. The caps for his country, the Fenerbahce midfielder.
Nice from Diaz, little nutmeg. Trying to get the give and go.
Issa Diop. Now Hakimi down the right. I'll go all the way back to Yassine Bono, who was called into action a couple of times in the early part of the first half, but not a lot since. Bono, who was in the team of the tournament at the Club World Cup last year, his Al Hilal team had a great run there, including beating Manchester City in the round of 16. He's looking for a fifth World Cup clean sheet in 11 starts, Yassine Bono. Played through the middle, is that a foul? No, the referee says that's okay from Moise Bombito, and the challenge with Rahimi.
Tough foul, didn't it? Really did look like Bombito was pulling on Rahimi, who came alive last little bit. Some good movement, won the free kick for Nahi's goal.
Picked up here by Ali Ahmed. Ahmed back in the side today for Miller. Wasn't quite 100% last week, which is why he didn't play in LA. Forward towards Larrea at the byline, and he's won the corner. He's appealing for a handball off Amrabat, but the flag is up for offside.
Yeah. The timing there between Ali Ahmed and Richie Larrea just a little bit off. Larrea's going to make that inside run, and Ali Ahmed has played quicker as we see the goal again. Jonathan David just got a little bit out of position, trying to cover another zone. And Hakimi's pass was perfect. Unahi's finish even better.
Seven times previously in the World Cup, Canada have conceded the first goal. They have not won. 6 defeats and 1 draw. The draw coming, of course, in the opening game of this tournament, down by the Lakeshore when Kyle Larin scored that dramatic goal at the south end of the stadium to make it 1-1 against Bosnia. Feels like a lifetime ago, right?
It does. Yeah, it really does.
Bono under pressure there from Tejan Buchanan. Jonathan David, now Nico Segur. Larin chests it off. It's Jonathan David through. Spacchio couldn't get there. Hakimi with a couple of runs. And Larin with a yellow card.
It's good to go for Larin. He really has. I don't know how much contact he gets on Bono. Hakimi, very lucky boy. just enough on that pass back that Bono can get there first. Doesn't really see Warren coming through.
He doesn't catch him much, does he?
He only catches him, he's going to go for it. He actually sort of pulls out of it when he knows that he's not quite getting there. He turns his back, as you see. I don't think that's a yellow card. I think Michael Oliver's referees this game rather poorly so far.
Right at the midway mark in the second half, it is the hydration break here with Canada trailing Morocco by a goal to nil. Unahi scored it 5 minutes after half-time.
If I eat poulet rouge every day and change like one topping each time, how long would it take to taste everything? Centuries?
Take the pitch with FanDuel's new footy features. Bet all 120 minutes and get early payouts when your team goes up too. Live betting lets you celebrate every strike. And with FanDuel's new Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. At FanDuel, every score means more. North America's #1 sportsbook and casino. FanDuel, play your game.
We've removed the full HST on new homes and cut municipal fees, saving you up to $200,000 on a new home. It's just one way we're taking action today to make homes more affordable tomorrow. Like building homes faster by cutting red tape and partnering with municipalities to build more homes. Because by making housing more affordable today, we can get more families in more homes tomorrow.
We are deep into stoppage time. Oh, they must be careful here. But hang on, they are checking it. It's going to be in the hands of the VAR.
If I eat poulet rouge every day and change like one topping each time, how long would it take to taste everything? Centuries?
Well, Jesse Marsh needs his Canada side to dig deep here in the final quarter of this game. Trailing 1-0, a valiant effort to this point. Have they got what it takes to find a way back into this game against a Morocco side that in the live FIFA Men's World Rankings are currently 6th in the world?
They're going to take their chance, Luke. They're going to get a chance, at least one, that comes away, and they have to take it. It has to fall to the right person. They're going to be positive at that moment, but it's been a tougher second half. Morocco up the tempo. The pace of the game is higher. It's been harder for Canada to handle, but they're still in it, and there's still chances here for them.
No other changes yet made by Jesse Marsh, who brought Kyle Larin on for Tani Oluwaseyi with the first impact off the bench of this game for Canada. Morocco lost Ismail Saibari early to injury. Sofiane Rahimi came in, and we've since seen a couple of changes made by Mohamed Ouabi as he looks to try and impact this game. With Amrabat coming in, Talbi as well on the left side. Jesse Marsh just talking with Paul Stalteri and Mauro Biello amongst other staff on the near side about changes to be made here.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a way to get Thomas David on the field. Does it mean taking off Jonathan David? It would be a big call. I don't know if I would make that. Is there a way of trying to get him on? Maybe someone goes a bit of wider area, you adjust the formation. And also I think Schaffelberg will be on for Ali Ahmed sometime soon.
Amrabat out wide to the left, Talbi up against Alistair Johnston. Johnston doing his job well, pushing Morocco back, and they'll go all the way back towards Bono. first 7 games at the African Cup of Nations and won the Golden Glove. He only conceded twice, Yassine Bono. Put in from De Fougerolles. With some words for the fourth official here on the near side. Oh, they brought this one back for the throw. Hakimi's ball is played forward by Ainaoui. He'll drop out of play here for a Canada throw. Went out of play and then back in, according to the assistant on the near side. We're inside the final 20 minutes in Houston. What an odd period of play. That one never went in.
Weird little passage, wasn't it? Right in front of us.
Laren chested off for David. Brought down by Amrabat. He will just sit there and be a nuisance and break things up, won't he?
Yeah, he will. He'll make the game ugly, but he's still got quality to keep the ball for his team. Yeah, it's a tough one. See what Peter's trying, but as you alluded to earlier, look, the passes in the second half just been a little bit sloppier from Canada. It's just that higher tempo. It's fatigue that's setting in. Decision making gets a little bit harder. The quality has shown a little bit in Morocco's favour in the second half. We're still in the game. We called a massive game a couple of summers ago in New Jersey, Copa America semi-final between Argentina and Canada. Never really felt at any point in that game that Canada were in it. They could actually get something, but it doesn't feel the same here this afternoon in Houston.
Of course, they played Argentina twice in this tournament, and Jesse Marsch started his reign as the head coach with games against the Netherlands and France. They lost 4-0 against the Netherlands. They managed to tie France. They have played big teams before under Jesse Marsch. He said the big difference is that we are us now. We are what I wanted this team to be, as opposed to that first 6 weeks, which was an incredible run through Copa America, but he hadn't had a lot of time to get the team to where it wanted to be. We saw during that run that, yes, they were showing some of the tendencies of how he wanted to play. He said, we are what this team should be now. We're just a banged-up version of it. Yeah. Jonathan David. And you think not only about Ismail Kone, but Marcelo Flores as well. The fact Alphonso Davies hasn't been able to play much part at all in this tournament.
Oh, very important players. Bombito not at 100%. He's done really well this afternoon, but not his full self yet. Nonetheless, they're still here. This game's still in the balance.
Bombito wide to the right for Tejan Buchanan. Out it goes off Talbot. Before that crazy final against Senegal, Morocco had beaten Nigeria on penalties in the semi-final of the AFCON. This one launched in long to the front post. Back out it goes towards Alistair Johnston, who's closed down by Talbot. Segura with the ball high in. Kyle Laren trying to get back, but Bono punches away. Eustachio on the edge of the area. Brought down by Jonathan David. Here's Ali Ahmed lifting it in. Diop away. Johnston. Eustachio, lovely touch. It's Eustachio comes down. It's a high tackle from the edge of the area. Lovely play from Eustachio. So good, his touch was excellent. Gets the other side of Amrabat. Just as good to pull the trigger. Substitute makes a foul, pulls it back. It is outside here. The infringement occurs. His body kind of falls in, but don't think got there. You see that little pull of the hip outside. It's in a dangerous area. It's very close to the edge of the 18-yard box, maybe 19 yards out, maybe not even that. Not easy to get this up and down. I think you have to go for power, choose the side, go for power, and hit the target, make Bono, force him into a save, make him make that save. It's a chance. Scored after the 75th minute in all 4 matches so far at this World Cup. Michael Oliver moves the Moroccan wall back. Boy, just right behind the goal. But it seems like Jonathan
Jonathan David's going to shoot at here. I think he'll take this one. I think he fancies it. The Juventus man. Is this the moment? Low and hard. Three-man wall of Canada. Johnson, Larin and Defugero in front of the Moroccan wall. Jonathan David to take it. David chips it over the bar. Really poor, really poor. Heading hands from Jonathan David. He knows that was an opportunity wasted, and Jacob Schaffelberg set to come in here for Ali Ahmed, and Promise David is coming on as well. Yeah. See who Promise David comes on for. Is it Buchanan or Richard Larea? It is. Schaffelberg will maybe play a little further back. As Schaffelberg play left back, get him forward, and there'll be a little adjustment. It'll look more like a back three a lot of the times with Johnson and Pico and Defugero in there. Schaffelberg will be given the licence on the left-hand side, and David will drift in central, but I think might play off the left as well defensively. David already making an impact off the bench in this tournament, coming on and scoring with his first touch. Buchanan from distance strikes the ball. Stripping the corner Bono. There's a position he picked up. He came off at the right for the first time, really, into central zone. His touch was lovely, and as he turned, nobody really came to him. Takes the shot on. He did have an option of Larin to the right, but he hits the target, and another corner for Canada. Eustachio will take it once more here into the front post. So Promise David on his first World Cup on for his fourth substitute appearance, and he got ahead to that one. But a free kick is given for the shot by Promise David, who had an assist on Kyle Larin's goal against Bosnia and scored himself against Switzerland. That's his first goal for Canada since scoring against Venezuela last November. Promise David turning 25 yesterday. This is a Buchanan one again from the referee's vantage point. I mean, you'd be surprised if it beats Bono, but not a bad strike down to his right, and can't keep a hold of it. Well, we're inside the final 10 minutes of a World Cup round of 16 game, and Canada are still in this match. Jesse Marsh's side, toe-to-toe with a team that consistently plays in the latter stages of big tournaments and is ranked consistently inside the top 10, but there is no Alphonso Davies yet. Not even been warming up, it has to be said. So highly unlikely that he comes into this game. Eustachio on the free kick, rolls it forward towards Jonathan David. Eustachio's cross, Defugero couldn't get there. Cleared away, but Schaffelberg is back there, so is Nico Segur. He'll go all the way back towards Maxime Crépeau, who was beaten by Unahi 5 minutes after half-time. Hakimi with the assist. His first international assist in a World Cup came against Canada in Qatar. And now here comes Tardy racing over halfway. He's got Brahim Diaz in, still on the big man. Brahim Diaz turning, the Defugero got back. It looks like promising from Canada's point of view. The Fusional driving forward tonight makes a rather obvious pass. Trying to find Alistair Johnson in, the breaks on from Morocco, and Eustáquio has to make the foul. He just simply has to, he doesn't. And it opens up this right-hand side, and when you get Diaz in this kind of space, he's going to have the trickery and the skill to pick out the right pass on the finish. This time he just jinks back inside. Little lay there. Deflection off Schaffelberg. Unahi, the game's best player, absolutely dispatches it into the top corner. Crepeau with no chance. The ruthlessness of one of the world's top 10 sides. There to be seen in Houston today. And Unahi has a double. And Canada's chances of going away, and they're probably going home from this FIFA 2026 World Cup.
Unahi's third international brace. And it would take something more than a miracle at this point. Minutes remaining. Unahi in the 50th and the 82nd. Eustáquio looks long. Johnston. Eustáquio. Now it's Jonathan David from distance. That takes a deflection and they third away long downfield. Unahi on a hat-trick. Couldn't bring that one under control. Out it goes for Schaffelberg down the left side. Schaffelberg's ball in straight to Bono. Forward to keep the touch through. He's going to whip it first time.
Chance though to just flash that across the front. David was in the box, Laren was a little bit further behind.
2 goals from 3 attempts in this match for Morocco.
It's a difference, isn't it?
Clinical.
Absolutely clinical. We knew that as well as Canada were playing in that first half, they had to score. Well, O'Shea had the biggest chance. Good save from Bono, but it's going to be in the back of the net. This is the details at the highest level.
Johnston's cross into the middle and Bono can play. And he gets it going quickly up towards halfway. Brahimi racing forward. Unahi down the right. Looks for Brahimi in the middle.
Moran comes the other side of the line. Let off for Canada. Game so stretched. Has to be like this now. Canada have to go for bust.
Unahi with his first double for Morocco since November of 2024. He scored with both of his shots today. It's out for another Canada corner here. 5 minutes to play.
Quick, they play it short.
Buchanan's ball in, doesn't beat the first man.
It's a poor ball.
Schaffelberg almost getting caught out by Brahim Diaz, but now this is Segur. Jonathan David with a bit of space down the line. It goes for Schaffelberg. Schaffelberg's crossing cleared away.
Going to be better from Schaffelberg.
Buchanan, Schaffelberg once again, and they don't beat the first man. Segur. Mazraoui heads clear. David inside for Eustáquio. Canada still going towards the Voyagers. Banked away behind the goal. Headed away by Issa Diop. And that looked like a foul by Amrabat. It is. Here comes a double change. Jonathan Osorio and Jayden Nelson will be coming in for the closing moments of this game. Jayden Nelson, of course, a late addition to the World Cup squad. He'd been told he wasn't going to make it. And yet, in the final moments here, Nelson will come on for his World Cup debut. And he'll do so alongside another player from Brampton, Ontario, Jonathan Osorio, who comes on for his 92nd appearance for Canada, his second of this World Cup. 2 Brampton boys into the World Cup for the final few minutes. Morocco also making a change.
Elmo a bit
that came on for Morocco. Eustachio's ball in. Bono punches clear. Drops back towards Jayden Nelson. Bono is down. And some treatment coming here, maybe. It's a collision between Bono and Promise David. Good goalkeeping though from Moroccan goalkeeper. Both guys still down, hopefully they're okay. Promise David looks like he's came off worse. Davies only used once in this tournament. It was always going to be a long shot that he would be available. They got him in against South Africa, and for a short while he changed things a little bit, made a difference, put South Africa on the back foot, and ultimately with Davies on the pitch they got the goal that will be the defining moment from this tournament. Stefan Eustachio's strike, a landmark moment in Canadian sports history, not just Canadian soccer history. But as we head into the final 90 seconds here, Canada falling just short. But what a ride it's been. What a ride. It's just disappointing to see Davies sitting there. He did have an impact on that game, but his match fitness was nowhere near the levels needed. It's a shame he can't get out there tonight, but ultimately, what a ride it's been. Canada done so well, fighting for first place in the group in that last game at BC Place against a top side like Switzerland, taking them really close, almost getting the point. They've kept them in Vancouver, and then having to go on the road, and what is a home World Cup, very difficult. That amazing moment of Eustachio's last minute goal against South Africa to set up this game against sixth place team in the world and to dominate them for a half. Lots of great positives. Schaffelberg's ball high in towards the back post. Drops back for Osorio, who has a strike. Brahim Diaz with the assist on the second goal. Just the second African player with 3 assists in a single World Cup campaign. Morocco know they've been in a game tonight, Luke. Eustachio. Now Jayden Nelson on the far side. Rahimi away. And all the way back from Moise Bombito towards Maxime Prepon. It's the first time Morocco have scored more than once in a World Cup knockout match. Johnston. Now Nelson. Jayden Nelson's ball into the box. Drops towards Kyle Larin, but a free kick given here, maybe handball, yes. We're into 8 minutes of time to be added on at the end of this game.
Well, what on Moise Bombito, it's absolutely incredible how he's going to go the 90 from where he was physically in that warm-up match in Edmonton against Uzbekistan. Absolutely incredible. He's done well. Probably put a foot wrong, considering the lack of match fitness that he has.
Footing from Osorio. Rahimi down the right side. And just out of play, or kept in fact, and now the assistant referee steps in to give this Canada's way. Maxime Prepon will send it long. Johnston heads back forward. Schaffelberg. David flicks on. Away at the back by Sadwan. Now he gets back. It'll be put down the right side there by Hakimi. Amrabat forward. The Fougerolles wins it back, and Eustáquio can't quite get there as it's out of play by Ainaoui. The Fougerolles with a throw. Here's Jadon Nelson. Johnston under pressure, but Bombito finds Nelson, and this is Luc de Fougerolles down the left side. 6 minutes of stoppage time left to be played as Schaffelberg plays this one back. Comes for de Fougerolles. Now it's Jadon Nelson. Nelson into the box. He's still going, Jadon Nelson up against Hakimi, and out of play goes for a Canada corner.
Great run. Great run, and amazing to see Canada not giving up here. They still believe there's an opportunity to take this game to extra time, and Crepeau's up from the back. He's in the box.
Eustáquio short for Schaffelberg. Schaffelberg plays it in. Bono punches away. Canada without a keeper right now, and a free kick given the way of Morocco.
Too close to the goalkeeper though from Schaffelberg. He's going to aim that one out a bit. You have to say Bono loves to come for things and usually gets it right. Good punch. Good foul from Crepeau. Probably a good decision to foul there so he can get back.
Canada with 79% possession over the last 15 minutes. Unahi, just the third African player to score a brace in a knockout match at the World Cup. Cameroon with Senegal in 2002, and Roger Miller with Cameroon against Colombia in 1990. Osorio finds Johnston. Jadon Nelson down the right, up against Talby, the substitute. Mazraoui away. It'll come back towards Maxime Crépeau, who under pressure puts it out of play. Talby was racing forward.
Yeah, good from Talby, to be fair. A substitute, just keep the pressure high. Crépeau just had to clip that long back into where the bodies were. No rush from Morocco now to take this throw in. But in the game, Luke, they'll know it. They'll know it. Absolutely the second best team in the first half. Canada couldn't get their goal. They came out, they responded like top teams do in the second. And the throws went over there, took too long to take it.
But that's the difference at this level, isn't it?
It really is.
And it comes towards Jonathan David. 3.5 minutes of stoppage time remaining as Schaffelberg picks it up here. And they find a goal back late here as they
everyone up again.
Get corner number 11 here.
I love the fight though. You keep it going here. There's a match winner. Unahi, what a performance from him.
Schaffelberg's ball into the box. Crépeau come forward once again. Johnston. De Fougerolles. Now Osorio. Talby down the left side, clears away only as far as Jadon Nelson. Nelson across for Schaffelberg. Schaffelberg steps inside. He's got the free kick here.
You almost have to take this one, but Canada, there's no point in setting up. Shot a goal, just get it back and play. It'll be too long. It's just going to be a consolation if they wait here.
A little over 2 minutes of stoppage time remaining here in Houston. Nelson and Eustáquio stand over it. Eustáquio off towards Jadon Nelson. It takes the deflection and comes back to Schaffelberg across the box. There's Alistair Johnston. Johnston towards goal. It's wide. And the Moroccan players just collapse to the ground, some of them. They have been put through a fight. They have faced a battle today. Morocco getting set to move on to a World Cup quarter-final against France or Paraguay. That game's still to come. Brahimi is the player down.
Schaffelberg not even looking at the ball. Going to be a bit cuter than that to get away with it.
It will just be a third defeat in 22 games for Canada. That's Rowie. Fougerolles underneath this one, drops on halfway, and now Brahim Diaz with a chance to carry it forward. It's Brahim Diaz into the path of Brahimi. Morocco can finish it. The goal of almost the last touch of the game. Through the celebrations from the Morocco fans as they will move on to the quarter-final. A scoreline that is harsh on Canada, whose World Cup ends in the round of 16. Substitute Brahimi gets his goal onto the field for Saibari, who had to leave through injury. In fairness, he's done pretty well. His running ability to stretch Canada has been effective. He won the free kick that led to the Martin's first goal, and he gets this goal now. Canada throws players forward with caution to the wind in terms of trying to somehow get a consolation or a goal to get back in this game. When you leave space and time for players like Brahim Diaz, the pick-out passes is going to make the right choice. Rahimi slots it past the ball, and it's incredibly harsh for Canada. They do not deserve this scoreline, but ultimately their bags are being packed and they're leaving this World Cup. Morocco are advancing to the quarter-finals to face either France or Paraguay. Canada's World Cup journey comes to an end. Brave, bold, fighting to the end against a giant of the global game. Over the course of the last few weeks, this is a team that has captured the attention of a nation. They have changed the game in the country forever. Ultimately, they fall short in the round of 16 at the World Cup. Such an honest and likeable team, and the disappointment's there to see well, Luc de Fougerolles, a hero and a star of this tournament, and to a man they just played as a unit, full of pride and bringing such joy to the country, and they deserve immense credit for that. And they've run an excellent side close today in Houston. Morocco were not at the races in the first half. It was because of Canada's quality, their football. They tested them and they pushed them all the way. Couldn't quite get that opening goal that would have given them a platform to hold on to. And Morocco came out stronger in the second half, and their class showed. They played the game at a tempo that Canada struggled a little bit at. That's no disgrace. Congratulating and consoling each other. They deserve all the plaudits they get. Morocco are on to the next round, but Canada leave this tournament as national heroes. In the end, it was Brahimi's 14th international goal and his second of the tournament that made it 3-0. Morocco matching their joint biggest World Cup win. But you think about some of the moments that went before. You see Ismail Kone there on the crutches. Wonder what could have been if